To date, Intimin has built 186 different roller coasters all across the world. And when you check out their website and their YouTube channel, you will see all these amazing new coaster ideas and concepts. However, it seems like the parks aren't really that interested in these concepts as of now. So, should Intimin be concerned? In this video, I'm going to share with you my thoughts on just that and why I think Falcon's flight is a reason to blame for this. But the most important part of this video is later I'm going to share with you which product of the ones that you see here that I think is the best and will be the most successful one. Welcome to Theme Park Predictions. My name is Brandon, and I hope that this video creates some good positive vibes for you today. Now, some of you know that Intimin is my favorite manufacturer, and ever since Intimin released these awesome concepts around 2 years ago, I've been very puzzled as to why we have not seen a park announce one of these yet. These three concepts are for Intimin's LSM coaster, and the first one offers a single launch, which would be perfect for some smaller parks that could benefit from a coaster that offers a launch. And this layout also offers inversions and a top hat. But most importantly, these layouts do not take up a ton of room and should cost a park under $10 million. The Intimin LSM double launch coaster really amps up the intensity with more airtime and quick transitions by adding in a mid-course second launch. But what's interesting is that this model does not offer any inversions. Then, the triple launch LSM coaster is the model that I am the most shocked about because we have not seen a park announce one of these yet. This layout offers the ever so popular swing launch, the vertical spike, and of course the top hat. Mix that in with a few inversions and airtime, you really do have a winner on your hands. Honestly, it's pretty puzzling, but there's more. As we continue to scroll through Intimin's portfolio of new coaster concepts, we know that they are in the process of building their second ever hot racer. And with the single rail phase that we're currently in, it makes perfect sense that these models are so popular right now. I just hope that a park out there will build their dueling hot rod racer layout. Seriously, this coaster looks awesome. With Intimin's other amazing looking coaster concepts like the vertical LSM, which sadly we've only seen one open up, and that would be Sandy's Blasting Bronco, which is located at Nickelodeon Universe theme park in New Jersey. And I've heard nothing but great things about this Intimin coaster, which has been in operation since 2020, and yet Sandy's Blasting Bronco is the only one like it in the world to date. And finally, we have the awesome looking vertical launch coaster that Intimin released a few years ago. Taking a launch coaster and making it vertical, just genius. The Storm coaster opened in Dubai in 2022 and it really does look awesome. But sadly, we have not seen any other parks announce this model since. So what really is going on with Intimin, and should we all be concerned? Because it's pretty clear that all these insane looking coaster concepts will do so well for any park out there. Intimin really does make a great coaster, but the past issues of reliability does haunt them. I mean, just think about this for a second. How many Cedar Fair parks do you think would have an Intimin coaster in their lineup if Cedar Fair never stopped working with them? Would Carowinds? What about Kings Island? Canada's Wonderland? Honestly, it's a pretty sad thought. And now with Six Flags merging with Cedar Fair, you are narrowing down the list of parks that could build an Intimin. Unless Cedar Fair and Intimin squash whatever beef that they might have with each other and get over it. And most importantly, move on. So why aren't these models selling or selling as quickly as we and I'm sure Intimin expected them to do? Well, I honestly think it's because it's no secret that Falcon's flight, which will become the world's tallest, longest, and fastest coaster when it opens, has something to do with it. I mean, after all, this coaster is the largest coaster project in the history of the world. So I think it's pretty obvious that Intimin has been very concentrated on this project and has shifted the focus that would have been more on these other models to perfecting Falcon's flight, which really does make sense. But the good news is, since Falcon's flight looks to be 50% complete and all the major time-consuming stuff has already happened with the world's most ambitious roller coaster project, I do think we will see Intimin start to push the coaster models that I just mentioned more. Which is great news because any major coaster that Intimin builds for a park typically becomes the best or second best in that park. Now before I share with you which concept I think has the brightest future for Intimin, you have to check out this 2024 calendar from Thrilling Moments Photography. Seriously, this is one of the best coaster calendars that you're ever going to find, and there's only a few left. So as a friend of their platform, I wanted to give them a shout out. And if you're interested in the calendar, you can find a link for it in the description of this video. So which Intimin concept will become the most successful? That right there is the real question, and I predict that the Intimin vertical launch coaster will blow up and we will see built at parks all over the world. I just think this model has so much potential and can benefit any type of park. The most intriguing thing about the Intimin vertical launch coaster has to be how tall Intimin could essentially make them. 200 feet? 300 feet? What about 400? Or even taller? Intimin is crazy, and I really do love them for their crazy ambition, and it would not surprise me one bit if parks start buying these models like crazy. Another great benefit of the Intimin vertical launch is the size of the footprint for this coaster. Every other launch coaster needs a long horizontal plot of land for the launch, but not this model though, because it's all vertical. And currently, Intimin offers two layouts to show us what these coasters are capable of, and the 779 meter one looks amazing from the twisted first drop and the airtime that you're going to get with this layout. You also have to appreciate all the inversions and twisted goodness that you're going to find with this model. Now the larger model, the 1058 meter, offers much more drawn out elements and of course inversions, airtime hills, and other great Intimin transitions. I can think of around 10 parks off the top of my head that could benefit from a coaster like this. Nagashima Spa Land, Six Flags Over Georgia, Hansa Park, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Carowinds, Six Flags New England, a Universal Park, SeaWorld San Antonio, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and Groenland. So really, should we be worried for Intimin? Honestly, no. In fact, in this video right here, I predicted that Intimin will be opening 10 new coasters in 2025. And if you look at the facts and numbers, Intimin is not slowing down at all. In 2021, we saw 8 new Intimins open. Then in 2022, we saw only 3. But we have to factor in the COVID delays because they're screwing up those numbers. But here's where things get really interesting. In 2023, we saw 12 new Intimins open, and at the time of this video, we have 9 coming in 2024. Again, I really think that once Falcon's flight gets completed, we will start to see Intimin promoting these coaster models even more, and that's a great thing. I'm honestly more concerned with which parks here in America would work with Intimin more so than I'm worried about Intimin's future as a company. Now another video that you have to check out is this one right here where I rank the best coasters ever built by Intimin. So what do you think about the future of Intimin? Are you concerned, and which Intimin concept is your favorite? You know what to do, let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.